How's it going, guys? This is Ryo Murata, photographer based in Tokyo. So, the Lomography store used to be located in downtown Shibuya area, and however, I don't know what happened. There might have been some kind of incident going on, but they actually moved away from Shibuya, and they opened up around the Ueno Okachimachi slash Akihabara in between area actually. And this location specifically, they are being located within this facility called Arts Chiyoda 3331, which is a tongue twister, but within this walking distance between the Ueno Okachimachi area and Akihabara actually, and also Suehiro Cho, which is the closest stop away from this area actually. This sort of like Arts Chiyoda 3331 is actually opened up back in 2010, and it used to be a sort of like a middle school, actually a rundown middle school, which was about to get closed and kicked out and demolished actually. But I guess the city's mayor or people related to that issue realized that they should sort of like renovate this area, and instead of like tearing it down and demolishing it, we should sort of like make a facility dedicated for arts. And then they renovated it and sort of like established it as it is, the Arts Chiyoda 33331. And after they renovated, this area specifically is a sort of like a multi-purpose art center where it encompasses like offices, photography galleries, art galleries, workshops, they do podcast, radio cast kind of stuff, and many other types of art related stuff, presentations and stuff like that. Work. Oh no. Oh, think, damn it. Workshops, yes. So, I mean, and also they also have sort of like a free space where you can basically like meet up and sort of like collaborate and stuff like that actually. And then also they have a coffee shop if you want to take a break and stuff like that. So sort of like a multi-purpose building. And within this sort of like facility, Lomography somehow smuggled its way through, and they have a Lomography Plus store located in this area actually. And this is probably the only shop, the official only shop that exists in Tokyo. You guys can tell it is a shop, so you can basically look around and basically shop Lomography related goods, cameras, film stocks actually. Probably a lot of people are interested in that. And they also, when I actually visited, they had various types of film stocks. They had the Lomography 100, which was out of stock, Lomography 400, which was in stock, Lomography 800, which is also in stock, along with 35mm and 120 actually medium format too, with I was about to say B&H, oh my goodness, black and white type of film stocks that were also available, such as Berlin, Potsdam, oh, Earl Grey, oh, the names are not coming in, but various types of film stocks, as you can tell. And I mean, it's not a large area, unfortunately, but they do have most of the stuffs that are being sold online. And on this day, I did not buy like film stocks, but instead I found the thing that I was looking for, which was the Digital Liza Plus film scanner, actually 120 and 135 actually, which they had in stock, and I basically grabbed for that. Well, that was basically my overall goal for that day, and at the same time sort of like showcase you guys this area. And along with this sort of like Lomography area, there's also, like I said, this Arts Chiyoda 3331 is a sort of like an art center which hosts like galleries and stuff like that. And unfortunately, on this day, I went on a Sunday actually, they had a couple of galleries going on, mostly photography and fine arts type of gallery, which I was able to like take sort of like a glimpse at to showcase to you guys, which is like quite neat because you can learn so much from various like artists, how they sort of present their work on the walls and stuff like that. There's like so many things you can learn, like how they pin the photographs against the wall. Did they use some kind of thumbtack or like needle or something like that? And Also, they because it had this, like I said, this area was originally sort of like middle school. Actually, it has that sort of like taste of middle schoolness going on, such as the fountains and such as the bathrooms and stuff like that, which is like really unique actually. And for the lomography shop in general, this is like the most important part. Hope you guys stick to this part, because the hours in operation when they're open is like really random, or I don't know how I should say it, but I'm not sure if they're doing their business correctly. But when I looked, when you go to their official site in Japan, the Lomography Shop in Japan, I'll stick in a link somewhere actually. They have a sort of like a calendar when they're in operation and when they're not in operation. And as you can tell, the blue is they're in operation from 12 o'clock in the afternoon to 18 hours. So that's like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So they're open only half a day actually. And you guys can tell from the calendar that they're only in business mostly half of the time actually. And on weekdays they're mostly closed. And this might be due to the pandemics, I do not know. But if you're ever coming to this area specifically, just check to see if it's open or not. Because if it's not, you guys are gonna be shocked and depressed. So keep that in mind. And the blue is when they're open from 12 to 18 hours, so 6 o'clock. And the yellow is, I think it's like flexible hours of operation, it says on the website. So they're open from like 12:30 to 6. But I'm not sure if they're actually open, but they might be open during that period of time. And red is when they're closed, so they're like closed half of the time. So I don't know what they're doing in the shop. And that's basically it of this lomography shop. There's not much to talk about. I mean, I love using their film stocks. They're like 800 back when it was like really cheap. Now it's like really expensive now. But right now, if I'm right, the best bet purchasing film would be the Lomography 400, because I think when I checked that on that day, you could purchase three 120 rolls for 30,900 yen. So that's like roughly $38. So that's like $11-12 per roll, which is cheaper than Portra 400. So if you ever shoot with a medium format, Lomography 400 is my recommendation. They did not have the 100 in stock on that particular day. They might have in future. And along with that, they also were selling the Berlin 120 black and white film at a discount because it was like expired actually. So that's something neat actually. And yeah, and like I said, this Lomography Plus shop is located, the closest station is from Suehiro Cho, which is like 5-minute walk away from that station. You could also access from the Akihabara station or Ueno Okachimachi station, which will take roughly 15 to 20-minute walk. Not too far, not too like close, but somehow manageable actually. So you can basically access this location from 3 stations. So yeah, if you're ever in Akihabara, you can basically walk 15-20 minutes and you can basically visit this area if it's open actually. So yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments area below. I'm happy to reply. And I'm curious if you guys like these types of video where I go around sort of like galleries and camera shops, or maybe like film shops actually. I mean, just trying to get the variation going on my channel. So yeah, along with me like shooting around. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. We'll see you next time. Peace out.